I've actually never read Rich Dad Poor Dad. I'm not really the type to read these trite books with little expressions that kind of motivate you but don't really offer any substance besides like a really catchy one line or something like that. You know what I mean? I think a lot of people are drawn to these overly simplistic books that like try to motivate or offer self-help because the terms are overly simplistic and easy to understand. I'm sure that sprinkled throughout the book there are little tidbits of information, but generally I kind of pass on these books. But to be fair, I went on ChatGPT and I had ChatGPT summarize the book for me, the good and the bad. So here's what I found out. After reading a lot of reviews on Amazon, I found out that this is classified as like a beach read, that it's like kind of like a simple fun book that you can read that like maybe motivates you a little bit. So a lot of people are drawn to it because of that. However, I did say I heard through the Amazon reviews that there are several lines and concepts that that readers might find trite or overly simplistic. Can you give me some? And this is the list. This is coming from ChatGPT, not me. The poor, and this is a quote, the poor and the middle class work for money. The rich have money work for them. And then this is what ChatGPT says. While the statement captures an essential principle of financial independence and wealth building, its simplicity can overlook the complexities of achieving financial freedom and the various paths one might take to get there. The next cheesy, sappy, trite, overly simplistic quote is, the single most powerful asset we all have is our mind. If it is trained well, it can create enormous wealth. And again, ChatGPT says, while the importance of mindset and education in achieving success is undeniable, this statement might be seen as overly idealistic or lacking the acknowledgement of systemic barriers that can limit opportunities for wealth creation. Another one is another quote, the rich focus on their asset columns while everyone else focuses on their income statements. And ChatGPT says, this concept encourages prioritizing investments and assets over traditional employment income, which is valid advice. However, it might overly simplify the financial realities and challenges that many people face in building wealth, especially those with limited resources or access to opportunities. Another very popular quote that is trite, in my opinion, the fear of being different prevents most people from seeking new ways to solve their problems. And then ChatGPT says, while fear or failure of standing out can indeed hold people back, this statement might overlook the legitimate concerns and practical considerations that individuals face when considering unconventional paths or strategies. And the very last one, the rich invent money. This phrase, while catchy, might seem overly simplistic or misleading. It implies that wealth creation is a matter of creativity or innovation alone, rather than also acknowledging the importance of hard work, strategic planning, and financial literacy. So in the issue of fairness, I did say to ChatGPT, tell me some other things, some good things about the book. And it just says the usual, the importance of financial education, understanding assets and liabilities, the power of passive income, changing your mindset about money, taking calculated risks, the value of entrepreneurship, and learning from failures. So those are the good. Then you have the trite little expressions, a little sprinkling of some information. The book is a hard pass for me. Here's what I do instead. For those who don't know me, my name is Kenneth, and I teach my 350,000 social media followers how to invest, trade if they want, and live below their means. When I first started investing over 20 years ago, I didn't know nearly as much as I know now, and it's largely due to this book and this book on stock trading. Both of them are available in my link tree here on TikTok. You can click on my bio. You can click on the Amazon storefront. You can read these books. They'll both cost you like under $15. You don't really need this one if you're not interested in actually trading stocks. But it is historically really cool, and it's tiny. You'll finish it. This guy basically traded stocks in the 1950s and 60s without the internet, which is pretty impressive, and overseas, which is even more impressive. If you want to learn a little bit more about the markets, I'm going to show you another great resource. It's on my website, and unlike all the other content creators on TikTok who say, go on my website, my resource guide, my template, it's free, and then you go on their website and they tell you, oh, you have to unlock it by giving me your email, and then they spam your email with their course or their one-on-ones or their ebook that's only $5. I don't do any of that. It's totally free and actually on my website. Let me show you. You are going to go right here and you're going to click on the menu, which is right here, and then you're going to find a couple of templates. These are both totally free, and my free resource guide. It is actually free, and you can see everything here where you can find all the websites that I use when I do my own research I've never really been the type to read these books where it's like, the poor do this, the rich do that. Just be rich in the mind, and then the rich will happen in, come on. I don't have time for that. If you want to learn how to invest, smash that follow.